What's going on, MSFers? Doolum here, back again with another video. And today, we're going to be talking about Raid on ORCHIS. That's right. The newest raid that's going to be replacing, well, not replacing, just the next iteration of incursion raids, essentially. It's just the next raid. But it's called Raid on ORCHIS, not ORCHIS. Or maybe it is ORCHIS. I think it's ORCHIS, though. So gear up for the newest raid and earn payloads of Crimson gear. I doubt it'll be payloads, but I appreciate the effort. Also, pretty cool map here. Raid on ORCHIS, thump baddies and grab Crimson gear with your alliance with the newest raid that's coming your way soon. Raid on ORCHIS calls on your top squads of some of the newest raid teams to dispatch enemy waves, including an upcoming Tech ORCHIS team. That's right, the team is named ORCHIS, even though the raid is named ORCHIS. I don't know. We'll have more information in the future blog on ORCHIS, and the other team you'll see below, NIGHSTALKERS. But for now, let's take a look at this new raid. And that's right, NIGHSTALKERS are the new Mystic team. So they're doing something a little bit different that they've never done before. So there's going to be two unique maps. And Raid on ORCHIS features two unique maps for your alliance to choose from: Raid on ORCHIS and Raid on ORCHIS Omega. The Omega map contains more missions nodes to complete, 71 versus 51, so there's a 20 node difference, which is pretty large actually, and improved rewards, obviously. The enemy's difficulty, power, gear, etc. is the exact same though, which is quite interesting. It's just taking off the amount of nodes that there are, which is interesting. It's a new take. So if your alliance wants the bigger challenge of completing more nodes in exchange for improved rewards, the Omega map is your destination. And the reasoning behind this that we were given is essentially to help alliances that might not be full, which is kind of a rare experience to do end game content like this for an alliance and find an alliance that's not full. But I like the effort, or if honestly they're just a more casual alliance and they just want 51 nodes, they can absolutely do that. So that's pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see if like getting 100% on 51 is 51, the not Omega mode, is better than getting 100%. Or getting 50% on 71 is better than getting 100% on 51. So it'd be interesting to see how that kind of translates. But the requirements and difficulties, so you'll need top squads composed of the following traits. So it's the same thing: bio, mutant, mystic, skill, and tech. Each map will contain a default difficulty and three additional difficulties. So 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, same thing that we have for incursion right now. So we have here the difficulties. You need blue ISO 3 for difficulty 1, blue ISO 4 for difficulty 2, and that's right, difficulty 3. They're finally requiring blue ISO 5, which is fascinating. That's absolutely crazy. But they did just change the ISO prices, so it's a lot cheaper when you get, if you're taking them from like Striker 5 to changing them to Raider, whatever it might be. So that's really, really nice. And there's going to be combat modifiers. And my first impression of this was, uh-oh, this is not good. But it's actually kind of interesting. It's good and bad, but let's talk about it, and then we'll go over it. So, selecting any difficulty activates combat modifiers, buffs for player characters and only player characters. And the modifiers increase the base stats, excluding health, and provide on-spawn barrier. These modifiers are intended to increase the power of newer raid characters such that they feel more powerful at lower stars. The modifiers don't build upon each other. So at default, it's 64% base stats. Difficulty 1, 43% base stats. Also a barrier here, so 30%, then 20%. That is 25% base stats and 15% barrier. And then 15% base stats and 10% barrier at difficulty 3. So this means essentially, is how it looks to me, is newer teams will do better even if they're only at 3 stars, 2 stars. They won't struggle as much, which is kind of nice. You get a little stat boost, even if you're doing the hardest difficulty. Awesome. But it only applies to the specific teams. So for tech, we have ORCHIS. Hive Mind is bio. Extreme X-Men is obviously mutant. NIGHSTALKERS is mystic, and then Spider Society is skill. So it's going to be interesting. I know there's been a lot of data mines about the ORCHIS team and the tech team and the NIGHSTALKERS mystic team, whatever it might be, with the vampire team. And then Orchis was like Nimrod and stuff like that, I believe. But yeah, so now rewards. Now for the good stuff, literally. On top of the node rewards, there are 4 tiers of raid rewards based on completion percentage. 10, 40, 70, and 100%, which is really nice. I like the extra tier for getting 100%. Also, the side tier here for 70% if you're not super hardcore. Blast your way through as many nodes as possible with your alliance to grab Gear 19, Army 19 Orbs, Crimson Gear, Teal, Epic, Teal Raid, Teal Elite, Tier 2 ISO 8, T2 Level 4 Ions, Raid credits, and Elite Raid credits. The Omega difficulty will have first-time rewards when hitting 50%, which is also incredible. I love that. We'll have a rundown of the new Orchis team in an upcoming blog, so be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, commence speculation, well, we already know, on who and what are going to be part of the Nightstalkers team, and begin coordinating your alliance with your alliance for raid on Orchis. So it seems like the next team will be the Orchis team after the Annihilators, and then after that, probably the Nightstalkers would line up with Halloween. So Orchis for September and Nightstalkers for October, Halloween. But the other thing I wanted to talk about is let's go into the raid map so we can see what nodes are first. All right, so here is the raid map. And as you can see, the starting point is here. Sorry, a little hard to control. Starting point is here on Mutant on the bottom left here. And this looks like the only starting point. Just kidding. I think there's multiple starting points. I'm just stupid. So there's a starting point here on Mutant. So it goes Mutant with his Extreme, but then it goes right into Mystic. And guess what? That means Bifrost is going to struggle on section number 2 here. So that's going to be ridiculously hard. And then Tech, Pegasus is probably not going to do well in Tech either because they're going to be getting replaced, presumably, next month. Then we have Skill, which is going to be in a Simfest with Spider Society, presumably. And then we have Bio, where Hivemind might struggle a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be too crazy. And then I'm not sure if this is another starting point here because it starts with Mutant, but then it goes to Bio, then it goes to Mystic, then it goes to Tech, then Skill. So I'm not sure if this is a different starting point here. It's kind of weird. I'm assuming it is because there wouldn't be just one starting point. But I do like that there's 3 lanes that go up into a singular boss, then 3 lanes singular boss, and then everything compounds on the final boss in the dead center here. But yeah, it seems like there might be 2 starting points. So the Mutant starting point here and then going to Bio. So a little bit different. It's Mutant to Bio instead of Mutant to Mystic. So it might be a little bit easier to just pound a little bit less people here. Maybe put 3 people here and put 5 people on this side to start when everybody's struggling through Mystic. So you could do 2, 2, and 2, and then a floater to kind of help out wherever's needed. And then this side will be a little bit easier to get through until you get to Mystic here. Just to hit those 50% first-time rewards until we get Nightstalkers and Orchis. But it'll be definitely interesting. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about free stuff. That's right. There is a new code that you guys can enter on the website. So the way you're going to do this is you log in, you go to the website, you click on your little profile picture there, and then click on New Player Gift. And then in all caps, you're going to put Pool Party 2. That's POOLPARTY, and then the number 2. And you're going to be getting 100 T4s. 500 cores, which is a full day's arena payout, and then 20 gold orbs, which is pretty awesome. So another free gift from Scopely for this pool party event that we've been having going on. But that's going to be it for this one, MSFers. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed. Later, y'all.